it's been a busy day here at Pickleball Party Town and a lot of reaction to yesterday's show. We can't wait to get into it.
Oh my goodness. We
Over
really
this innocent-looking coat, you would not believe the wave of comments. A lot of support.
Oh, a lot of
support. A fair amount of hate.
Oh, a lot of hate.
And plus,
but this thing, someone said, I bought a vintage one too a long time ago, and there's like got to be repairs. Well, this needs to be repaired. There's a hole.
But it's right on the seam, so we're just looking for a good tailor to stitch that up. We're going to get into all the comments about the fox fur.
This is a vintage coat I got at the antique mall in Palm Springs, for Pete's sakes.
Yeah, any foxes that died for that died a long time ago. Subscribe here if you haven't yet. Some of you unsubscribed yesterday. Sorry.
We had 4, and they have to tell you, like, it's like a departure.
All right,
like,
announcing their departure.
Now it's in the departure.
And you're like,
good news is that we got 5 subscribers for Patreon today. So thank you for that.
Well, if you're finding our shows here enjoyable, if you like the stuff that we're doing here, then we really want you to come over to Patreon.
We have like 100 in the can. How much?
124 episodes as of this week. And you get access to all of them with the first subscription, $5. It starts at $5 for the month. You watch as many shows as you want, and you can.
And they're entertaining. We
think so. I mean, it's like an hour plus videos you won't see anywhere else. We go into stuff that we can't go into here. It's a lot of fun. So again, if you like our content,
someone, I think it was Robin, our Smasher. Hi, Robin. She's really sweet. She listens to us every morning. Yeah. She's like, I would join Patreon, but I don't agree with you politically.
Oh.
And I'm like, well, maybe you can learn something. You know, like, listen, I was a Democrat before I moved to China. I was. And before I moved to San Francisco. Mm-hmm. And then I saw how things were. And then I see how things are. And I've changed my tune. I've completely changed my tune. Like,
you saw how the other half lived.
Yeah.
And it gave you...
This is why we are the greatest... When you have big government... And listen, I'm a libertarian, all right? This is how it is. I'm a libertarian. I believe in liberal... But I'm fiscally conservative. Mm-hmm. So I do believe in gay rights and things like that. You want to go get an abortion, go get one. Like, I would consider myself a libertarian. But I have lived around the world, and I have seen that, you know, what happens when you have big government, and that's all. And sometimes people just don't know. I mean,
we're trying to avoid politics and
yeah. Well, a lot of people just are like, oh, well, I mean, you ask them what are the 3 branches of government? They don't even know. They don't even know what that is, and they're telling you how to like live your life.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, these people are really voting and making decisions for all of us when they don't even know how to balance a checkbook. Mm-hmm. It's just crazy to me.
Well, people do love to tell us how to live our lives.
Don't they?
What to do. There were a lot of comments about the Ramona and Luann drama with a couple interesting twists. In case you missed it on yesterday's show, we told the story of Ramona posing for a picture in front of a fireplace that had a portrait of a Native American hanging over the fireplace, and Luann said she had no self-awareness, criticized her for posting that picture. And we had issues with that because it could have been a portrait of anyone, and why is it disrespectful to pose in front of a picture of a Native American? I argue that it could be one of our founding fathers or a president, and would she say something then? Would she say if it was in front of the Mona Lisa or some other piece of art with a person on it?
The Mona Lisa?
So, someone said, Luann is being a fake woke. She's trying to please the Bravo mob, so she's distancing herself from Ramona.
Just like they all are. Just like they all are, okay? Like the Shannon Bedores, like, you know, the Emilys, all of them. They voted for Trump, for Pete's sakes, and they're over here acting like they're like... They're all like that. They're so scared to get fired that they won't have their integrity intact.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
They pretend.
Yeah. Like that Luann
Do you want me to read
is
this one?
she's a Catholic, very conservative. She's a registered Republican, and she's over here acting like she's woke because Bravo is.
And she posed for a photo. She put on a costume of Diana Ross with a huge afro wig on, and had to apologize for that picture. And had the nerve then to go after Ramona for standing in front of a portrait of a Native American on a fireplace in Aspen or somewhere in Colorado, Beaver Creek.
Listen, if it's Halloween, you can wear whatever the hell you want. It's Halloween, okay? And nobody should be sensitive. Point blank.
Danielle Marie said, Kelly, you know what is crazy? Bravo's Married to Medicine Simone on season 9, episode 14, wore a shirt with pink writing saying, "Little booties matter," because everyone makes fun of her for not having a BBL. Isn't that her mocking the BLM? For real, though, you got fired for the exact same thing because you wore a Drunk Wives Matter hat and she wore a Little Booties Matter pink shirt?
I think it was the time. I mean, I think that Bravo and all these companies were forced into giving this fraudulent company or whatever that BLM was, because they
Alleged charitable organization.
Yeah, they didn't do anything for blacks, and we all know that they spent money on buying mansions and everything else, and not doing anything. It's a scam. We all know that now. So at the time, I think that when I wrote that Drunk Wives Matter, you know, the sports teams, like everybody was giving money.
They had all fallen for it.
They've all fallen for it.
They all bought into it.
Yeah, just like they bought into a lot of other things.
More on that on Patreon. Come join us over there. Mm-hmm. We talked about opening a motel like the Trixie Motel. We gave a tour yesterday. And Carol Joyable said the no-tell Kel-tell.
I like that. That's so cute. You guys gave me so much good advice. Like, I would love that. Maybe I could write a business plan, get a business loan, and open up our own motel.
Yeah, maybe.
Hotel.
Like we don't have anything else to do.
But that would be so much fun.
It would be amazing. I would love to do that.
Do you know my degree is hotel restaurant management?
Well, let's put it to work.
Remember I told you I worked at the Arizona Biltmore as an intern?
Uh-huh. We should put that degree to work.
I know. I mean, I never did anything in the hospitality. I worked at the Arizona Republic right out of college.
But you are very hospitable, and you're an amazing cook. You are always cleaning and doing projects, as am I. So I think the two of us could easily run a place. You could, supervise the kitchen. I could run the bar and like handle the maintenance. And I mean,
It's just like it's like the guy that hosted us at the Trixie Motel. He's like, yeah. What was his name?
Doug. Wait,
He
hold
texted
on.
you.
Oh, I can't.
He was so nice. He was like, yeah, we're getting a bowl.
Wasn't Drew, was it?
I didn't get the text. He's so nice. He's like, yeah, we're getting a mechanical.
Drew.
Yeah.
Drew Brent.
Yeah.
Sorry, Drew.
I go, Drew, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not good with names. He's like, I'm getting a mechanical bull out here for the weekend.
For the stagecoach weekend?
Yeah, I'm like, how come the gays do everything so much like fun? Like we're fun. Uh-huh. We need to do stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
Lisa Marie said, Rick, have you ever thought about getting a GoPro? I did get one, and it's charging right now. Today I bought the SD card, or that was yesterday. So I'm setting it up now, and we're going to start deploying it. We're going to start using it. I also got a little baby drone. I don't know if it works, but we're going to try that out too. Deirdre Sumner, shouldn't your intro have said who was more self-aware, Kelly or Rick?
And I've said I have no self-awareness. I have none. Sorry.
Hot whiskey toddy. Luann is a dipshit. Nice try, virtue signaling. Been watching them on Ultimate Girls Trip. They're all kind of weird and crazy. Happy New Year.
I like that Ultimate Girls Trip.
I do too.
I like it a heck of a lot better than that Leah McSweeney one. I couldn't even watch it. I watched one of those episodes and I was like, how are they even getting ratings on this one? Like,
I don't know. I didn't see that one.
The only thing I don't like on that Ultimate Girls Trip is Sonia Morgan. She tries to act like she is a Like, how come no one ever like rips on her? Okay, the only reason I don't like her, and there's a lot of reasons why I don't like her. I've spent a lot of time with Sonia Morgan, a lot, and I used to do these meet and greets with her all the time, and she's a mess, like a mess. Not that she's not nice or whatever, but she's just a drunk and like really hard to be around. Okay, I mean, I'm a drunk too, but I mean, at least I'm not pooping and peeing and in Ubers and falling down and making it like a sledding, you know. I'm not doing that. But she's over there, she's like almost 60 years old, and she's acting like a slut and like getting naked and like
trying to act like a teenager.
I find her very, very hard to watch. Like,
Yeah.
I don't find her enjoyable. And I don't know why people do. Like,
She thinks she's cute and funny and all that. And
now, Luann, I enjoy. I
do?
enjoy watching Luann. I think she's pretty. I think she's classy. I think she's got a great body. Holy smokes. I love watching Ramona because she's just so quirky. I do like that Kelly Leventhal because she's a weirdo. And I love that Kristen. I'm in love with that Kristen.
We met her at Jeff Lewis's party in
She's all amazing.
West Hollywood a couple weeks ago.
Classy, dresses like $1 million bucks.
Yeah, she was cool. We haven't recapped that show, but we are recapping Beverly Hills, and this week's Beverly Hills recap will be Saturday morning. Will be available.
Oh, and by the way, my cousin Tony did give me a gummy yesterday. You guys were like, "Oh, you're drunk." No, I was not drunk because Rick poured me a glass of wine when we got it. But my cousin Tony gave me these gummies, and they're called like Full Throttle. And I don't know what milligrams but he gave me it, and I thought it was a Sour Patch Kid because it had the little sour.
And it had an effect on you.
It had an effect on me. See, and I don't like it. You know why? Because I eat everything.
Oh yeah.
I was like this.
Kelly made these milkshakes last night.
Oh
I should have gotten video of that.
my God. I went to town cooking. I cooked.
Yep.
I made like 3 pizzas. I made mac and cheese. I made chips and dip. I made
She made these
and then
milkshakes.
I made
Ice cream, Oreos, a Snickers bar,
and vanilla ice cream.
half and half. There was probably 8,000 calories in this milkshake.
It was so good. I mean, I got a whole, because my cousin Tony brought Sour Patch Kids and Snickers, and I was like, I want to. The boys were like, can you make me a milkshake? And I had all this ice cream, so I got vanilla ice cream, some half and half, a Snickers bar, 4 Oreo cookies, and I blended that thing up. Holy cow!
Yeah, it was something.
It was something.
One of the kids comes back in, one of Kelly's, Tony's sons or his friend, comes back in the kitchen and goes, how did you make this? This is the best milkshake I ever had. Like, what's the recipe? Because he wanted to make them himself. I guess when he gets back to college or whatever, he's like, well, how did you do this?
He's like, how did you make this? That's why I don't like gummies.
Shannon Moore said, I haven't been to your channel in a long time, and I forgot how much I enjoy you two.
Aw, that's so nice.
Lynn Kitson said, Tony looks hot in that coat.
Aw.
I ended the show with him wearing the coat. Michelle Save 5662. Also love how you put the hypocrites back in their place with the leather shoes, leather couches. We're going to get to that. Are you, and Luann, are you freaking kidding me? Good call out as well. Love you guys. Jay Goldfarb said, I usually love you, but not today. How can you wear a real fur from a dead animal? Can't look. I'm cruelty free.
Cruelty free?
So I wrote him back, are you a vegan? Do you eat chicken? Wear leather shoes? Sit on leather couches? Do you know if all the products you use that have animal ingredients are cruelty free? It's amazing how people will say no to fur, but yes to everything else.
First of all, this fur, oh, look at this whole thing needs to be stitched up. Look. This fur was from a vintage. This was already made. This was already, I go to Aspen. Everybody wears furs there. I'll go to Switzerland. Everybody. Go to Russia. Everybody wears furs there. I'm sorry. We live, and this is old. It's not like I went to Saks Fifth Avenue and tried on a custom, like, mink or fox there.
Or called up some hunter and said, hey, go kill me 20 minks so I can have a coat. J-Lo, furs are amazing. Sorry if it offends people. No, actually, I'm not. People should worry about people more than animals. A lot of people wrote in and said how beautiful you looked in the coat and how they had no issue with you wearing the coat and how people who do have an issue.
I just have an issue with people telling me how to live my life.
Yeah.
Okay? Why don't you look at your life and self-evaluate yourself before you start judging me and telling me what to do. Okay?
So if you're not a vegetarian and you're going to come after Kelly for wearing that coat, you're already a hypocrite. Okay?
No, it's a vegan, not vegetarian.
Okay,
vegan.
More than 100 billion animals are killed for meat and other animal products every year. That's hundreds of millions of animals every day.
Rick did his research
That's
today.
a fact. This in itself amounts to a large amount of animal suffering. This is coming from an animal rights group. Here's something else. Leather comes from the hides of animals. It is used to make wallets, purses, furniture, shoes, and car upholstery. Leather can be made from the skin of pigs, cattle, sheep, goats, and exotic species such as alligators. Do you have a car? Do you have leather seats? Oh, you don't? Okay. You ever sat on a leather couch and thought it was comfortable? A leather recliner? Do you have leather shoes? Do you have a wallet? Do you have a purse made of leather? Then don't give her a hard time for wearing this coat because they're all products made from animals. How is one different from another? Are you saying, oh, these foxes were tortured to make that coat? They might have been killed to make the coat, but animals are killed every day for all sorts of reasons. To give us food on our plates. I mean, I have a list here of products that are made with animal products.
If you want to be a vegan and you want to do that, you go right ahead. We are human beings. We have canine teeth because we are supposed to eat meat. We've been eating meat since the caveman days.
Here's more. It's not just leather. Billions of animals, this is from Peta, billions of animals suffer and die for clothing and accessories. I shouldn't even read this because I don't want to get, this is maybe too sensitive for YouTube to even, I don't want to get a strike.
Okay.
But
yeah, well, let's do this for Patreon.
Wool, cashmere, you know what? You're right. Because I have
let's just talk about this on Patreon. But you know what? If you wear lipstick and makeup,
yeah,
you don't think that's from an animal? You're sadly mistaking.
Even toothpaste.
If you don't think lanolin, what you put, whale's blubber, is in so many things.
Shopping
you have
bags.
No idea. Shopping bags.
Mustard. And there's so many things that we eat that contain products from animals or fish. It's unbelievable how many. So, yeah. It's you're right. We're going to go into this more in depth on Patreon.
We'll get strikes here. We can't say half the stuff.
I can't go into it, but I understand. Listen, I get it. We do love animals. I thought you loved animals.
We do.
We do love animals. We also like to eat them. Sorry. So does the rest of the world.
Yeah.
We're no different from anyone else.
I'm a human being.
We're just being honest about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you to tell us how to live our life? And by the way, this thing could be like 200 years old. It's not like I bought it from Saks Fifth Avenue. I mean, I'm not allowed to wear something that was already made. I think that matters. Well, I'm sure.
How about this? You did the world a favor by buying a coat that was already made and owned by someone else. You're not buying a brand new fur coat. You're buying a used fur coat that was worn by someone else. So you're not necessarily supporting the fur industry. You're helping to kill off the fur industry by only wearing a coat that was already made for someone else or purchased by someone else. No new animals died for the making of this coat.
I'm sorry, but when I'm in a cold tundra, a goose down freaking jacket doesn't cut it like this. I'm sorry, and I got it used. It's like torn up. It's like beat up, and I have to go get it fixed.
You know what else?
Just calm down.
She looks so good in it.
Oh, and then there was an Aspen, Colorado. One.
Yeah.
And she said, "I am done. I am out. I am unsubscribing." Okay, keyboard warrior. All right. You live in Aspen, Colorado. My friend is Candace Gorsuch that owns Gorsuch that has everyone wears furs there. Mm-hmm. Why don't you go up to people that are really wearing furs and tell them?
Yeah.
You live in Aspen.
Well, even if she doesn't live there, her title is her call sign or whatever is Aspen,
Colorado.
So you should know.
Where the biggest indulgence is in Aspen, where they have furs. Everybody's wearing a fur.
And
there.
furs do keep you warm. They keep animals warm. They keep people warm. So, I mean, again, Kelly bought a coat that was already made, used by someone else. Okay?
It's got a hole in it, for Pete's sakes. Jesus. God. Can't do anything right. I just love it. It's like when I lived in San Francisco with all those weirdos. You know, it was like, it's not freaking Christmas yet. You know, telling me how to live my life. Those kinds of people are so freaking annoying.
She didn't steal money from old people.
I didn't take money from burn victims.
She wasn't drunk driving.
I wasn't. Yeah, I didn't get a DUI.
She didn't not pay her taxes. She wasn't embezzling or committing any other crime. She all she did was buy a coat from an antique store. On that note,
people are so crazy.
We're going to bring you another award-winning show on Friday. But for now, I think we're going to call it a night.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed this version of the Daily Smash. If you're not subscribing here, you should be. And again, go check out our Rick and Kelly show on Patreon. It's awesome.
Awesome.
We know you're going to love it.
Well, gotta get back at doing laundry.
There's a pile of towels about a mile high.
Mm-hmm.
I'll help you.
Thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Or good day.
Good day, everyone.
Good day, everybody. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Have a smash-tastic day.
Bye, everybody.